Picture this. It's late at night. A soft knock echoes at your door. You peek through the peephole and see two children, pale, dressed in outdated clothes, their heads bowed. They look up, and their eyes are solid black, like endless voids. They beg to come inside. Their voice is unnaturally polite, but something primal screams at you to run. These are the Black-Eyed Children, a modern horror that's haunted witnesses since the 1990s. Welcome to our channel, where we whisper the tales that keep you up at night. If you're brave enough, like and subscribe for more chilling encounters. But remember, never let them in. Reports of black-eyed children, or BEKs, span the globe from quiet American towns to remote English villages. They appear as kids aged anywhere from 6 to 16, with skin that's unnaturally pale, and eyes that are pure black, no whites, no irises, nothing. They knock on doors or approach cars, asking for help, a phone call, a ride, or just to come in. But those who have met them describe an overwhelming, bone-chilling dread, like staring into the abyss itself. No one knows their origins. Are they demons, aliens, or some kind of shared collective hallucination? Sightings really exploded in the 90s, but whispers of similar beings go back even further. The phenomenon truly kicked off with a journalist named Brian Bethel in 1996, in Abilene, Texas. Late one night, he was parked outside a movie theater when two boys tapped on his car window. They looked about 12 and 10, wearing hoodies that were far too big for them. "Hey mister, we need a ride home," the older one said, his voice flat, yet strangely insistent. Bethel felt uneasy, but rolled down his window just a crack. As they spoke, he noticed their eyes. They were jet black, reflecting no light at all. "Come on, let us in. We're just kids." The fear hit him like a physical wave. He floored it, speeding off, and when he glanced back in his rearview mirror, they had vanished into the shadows. Brian Bethel's story went viral online, sparking thousands of similar tales from around the world, like one from a Reddit user in rural Appalachia, around 2010. They were home alone when a knock came at midnight. Through the door, two little girls, maybe 8 and 11, pleaded, "Our mom's in trouble. Can we please use your phone?" The homeowner felt paralyzed, a cold dread freezing them right where they stood. When they asked why the girls were out so late, they just tilted their heads and replied, "We have to come in first." Peeking closer through the peephole, all they saw were those same empty black eyes staring back. The door stayed locked. The girls eventually left, but that terrifying memory lingered for years. There's another viral encounter. A trucker driving through the Midwest back in the 2000s picked up two silent kids who were thumbing for a ride. At first, they seemed normal enough, just pale and quiet. But halfway through the drive, a creeping dread started to build. "We're cold," one of them said. "Take us home." When the driver glanced in his rearview mirror, he saw their eyes had turned completely black. He slammed on the brakes and ordered them out of his truck. They just stepped out and vanished into the night, leaving only their handprints fogged up on the windows, and the stories keep coming. In Vermont, back in 2014, a woman heard scratching at her window. Outside, she saw two boys, their black eyes fixated on her, begging for entry. "We need to use the bathroom," they said. Her dog went absolutely berserk. She called the police, but by the time they arrived, the boys were gone. All that remained were deep scratches marred into the windowsill. Over in England, a man reported to kids approaching his car in a parking garage, demanding a lift. "You have to invite us," they insisted, their eyes looking like oil slicks. Sightings tend to cluster in rural, isolated areas. But they've been reported in cities too, all over Australia, Canada, and even Japan, where some link them to local yokai spirits. There are common threads that tie these terrifying encounters together. The outdated clothes, the monotone voices, and that one chilling rule: they can't enter without permission. Much like the vampires of old folklore, witnesses often report strange after-effects, like debilitating migraines, nausea, or periods of lost time. Some have even captured blurry photos, but most of the evidence remains anecdotal, passed down through word of mouth and late-night internet forums. So, what are the Black-Eyed Children? The theories are as unsettling as the sightings themselves. Theory 1. They're demons or other supernatural entities, hunting for souls. Their need for an invitation echoes ancient folklore about fairies, and even the devil himself. Theory 2. They're alien hybrids. Sent to probe and study humanity, their solid black eyes are eerily similar to the grays of sci-fi lore. And Theory 3. It's all just mass hysteria or a creepypasta that got out of hand, amplified by the internet, much like the story of Slender Man. Brian Bethel's original tale started on old message boards, and now it's become a meme. Ever met a black-eyed kid? But with so many independent reports from people who've never heard the legend, could there be a sliver of truth hiding in the terror? Whether they are real or just a modern legend, the Black-Eyed Children tap into a deep, primal fear, the fear of the innocent turned evil. If you've ever had an encounter or think you might have, we want to hear about it in the comments. Was it just a prank, or do you believe it was something much, much darker? Thanks for watching this deep dive into the encounters with black-eyed children. If it chilled you to the bone, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss our next story. Sweet dreams. Or maybe just keep the lights on tonight. We'll see you in the next whisper.